So this vlog is going to be probably about Arizona. If you do not know, I moved here about 6 months ago, and so I've lived here about 6 months. I moved in June, which is probably the worst month to move. It gets really warm, so if you don't like heat at all, definitely do not come here. The heat's different though; it's a lot lighter. So, I mean, it's kind of weird. Like you can air condition your house at like 85, and then when you come inside from like 110, it actually feels really good. So your air conditioning bills aren't exactly as high as you may think. The scenery here is amazing. Like if you go outside of the city, really in either way, if you go east, south, north, or east, south, east, west, north, all the directions, if you go that way, you can find some cool stuff to look at. Deserts, mountains, whatever you want. So that's pretty neat that you can kind of go take a look, have things to look at. You don't have to spend money to go look at a mountain, which is neat. There's a lot of hiking and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome too. There are a couple weird things that I don't really care for. People are allowed to open carry here, or at least it seems like they are. I don't know the law exactly, but it appears that people are allowed to open carry, which basically means on their hip they can have a gun hanging out. So that's a little weird. I don't know if it necessarily makes me nervous or anything, but it's just it's sort of a strange thing. It's not like that where I come from at all, and you have to go through like a lot in order to even be able to conceal carry a gun. So that's sort of interesting. The laws as far as motorcycles are a little different. You have to wear a helmet in Michigan. Here you do not have to wear a helmet, which I'm sort of indifferent on. I don't think we should force people to wear helmets, I guess. What else? The road system. The roads are a million times better here. You never see potholes. Like the only parts of Arizona you see potholes are like really old roads, and even then they're not really potholes. They're kind of just like, I don't know, like you can see the road just getting torn apart. It's not like big giant potholes that are obviously made from trucks and ice and salt and all that stuff. I'd imagine if you go further north, like Flagstaff and that sort of thing, you'll see a lot more of that. So that's another thing. I like that the entire state is kind of like everywhere I've ever lived. Like if you go north, you got trees and pine trees and mountains. Around in the mountains here, there are also some like lakes, so you can still go fishing and all that stuff. It's nowhere near as cool as the Great Lakes, but you at least get to do your thing. Ooh, that's scary. You at least get to do fishing. Hunting here. Hunting's pretty big here. You can hunt some moose, hunt elk, deer, that sort of thing. That's similar to back home. But I don't know. Overall, I'm really enjoying it. I think if there's anywhere that you're looking, if you're kind of bored with where you live, especially in Midwest, I see like everyone I meet here is from the Midwest. Like no one is actually a native Arizonan. I guess that's what Arizonan here. No one's actually like native here. Everyone has come from somewhere else. So, and it seems like the majority of the people are from the Midwest. So, housing, it's kind of a good and a bad. House prices are really cheap. Like I'm only 23, and next year I could probably afford to buy a house, which is pretty awesome. But I mean, if you lived here, I guess if you lost money, not good. But yeah, those are just some of the few things that are pretty awesome, especially for younger people, I think. If you're looking for a good opportunity to, and a good change and everything, this is definitely a good place.